otherwise. So let me delete some of these other ones. Okay, let's try it again. Oh, we are already live. So we are live. If you join in, I was double checking my settings. Welcome, welcome. I am doing a impromptu watch and learn session just because my guest today decided she want to just ride the Amber wave, okay? And so we are doing what we're calling a one-on-one power hour class. We did have a phenomenal group session this week, but we're doing a one-on-one with the one and only Miss Ronnie Grant. She is 72 years old, y'all. 72 years old. And I'm going to bring her up. You guys are going to have the awesome opportunity to watch us go through some awesome things for her and just have the dialogue and also get to experience what it's like working with me directly. And so if you don't know me, I'm Amber Mabry. Learn about all things Amber at ambermabrythrives.com. But we're going to be spending specific time on the CANVA platform, which is a platform I think everybody should learn about, whether you are a beginner, whether you work in corporate, whether you are someone in ministry, whether you're someone like Miss Ronnie Grant, who has many books and just all the things, books, pamphlets, workshops. She's a wealth of knowledge. And so we are together going to help make sure she executes intentionally and on purpose. And so thank you for joining me today, Mama Ronnie, aka
Thank you.
the lady who does all the things. And so in this one-on-one session, I like to start with my clients by asking them specifically what they want to accomplish. In many cases, we do complete a questionnaire beforehand. Because me and her actually were in the CANVA class the other day, we did not do that. So we're just going to start with open dialogue, and then I'm going to go ahead and screen share and jump right into CANVA and show her some things on the fly. So go ahead and tell me what's something specific you want us to focus on today. I know you have books, pamphlets, just different things. Give me some specifics on what you want us to do in this particular session.
Okay, I want to really learn and work on how to best utilize elements in the CANVA, because I know how to manipulate different pictures and things, but when you're looking for, what I was looking for the other day was headlights, okay, to put on a T-shirt for my little grandson. Okay, I know we're not talking about family, but it's for him. But I couldn't find the way I saw it on another site. I couldn't figure out how to find those type of headlights. So if there's any kind of clues or tricks to work that element, that's what I want to learn. That's one thing I want to learn.
Okay, so how to find specific elements. What else?
Yes. Well, we went over, like I said, we went over the how to do the pages when you do the little books in CANVA. So I'm probably going to practice that and get back with you for another session on making sure I perfect that, because I want to make journals and the coloring books to go with the two kid books that I have started. So I want to make sure that I create the way it should be if I'm going to go through Amazon or whoever to help publish these. I want the correct way to go about using CANVA to all the avenues, because I do have the pro. I don't have the free. I do have the pro. So I want to know how to. I've gone to YouTube University, but I need somebody to sometimes to say, this is how you do it, and then let me practice, and then I'll learn it. But watching the YouTubes is like, okay, whatever. So I don't want to stay up to 4 or 5 o'clock in the mornings messing with this anymore.
Okay, and that is sometimes where having someone directly to work with you can be beneficial, because we all like YouTube University, but it doesn't mean you're always going to grasp everything you're watching.
No.
So, okay,
No.
so you said how to utilize elements. Give me an example of what you're currently trying to make, and I'm going to create or
Okay.
find a simple design that we can use. What is it, a
Okay.
flyer or what?
It's
T-shirt?
it's for a t-shirt, yes. To supplement on a t-shirt.
Okay, so
So, all right. And on the t-shirt, the I tried to send you the example. Did maybe you got it?
I
I
don't
hope
think
you did. It
uh-uh.
didn't come?
Oh, I'm looking now.
Okay.
Okay, yes,
It
I see it. You sent it through
okay,
my okay.
you see
Mhm.
those headlights or spotlights or whatever you call them? I searched the other night until 6 o'clock that morning to try to find those, and I couldn't find them. So that's why I'm like, how 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 are they on there, or did they load them somewhere? Because you can buy other people templates. But if I'm paying the same thing for to use this, why would I spend money on their templates? So that's what I'm saying. I want to know how to
Create your
utilize.
own templates.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
want to. Yeah, yeah,
So I do see the picture of the young boy on the it looks like
yeah,
it's on a blanket.
yeah.
When you say the headlights, are you
You,
meaning so let me just go and give a good example. I don't really like this, but I'm just going
yeah,
to try to create something on the fly using got
yeah,
some pictures in here. Let me see if I can find a picture of myself. Okay. This might not be a good example, but okay. So first of
okay.
all, I
You
want to
know
take
what? I'm
what's that?
sorry. You can see the headlights a little bit in the corner of the right hand, just a little bit. Just not a good picture
Oh,
like
you
to
calling
begin.
that a headlight? So you talking
Those
about like
little
a glare?
spotlights.
You talking about like a glare or okay? So I would go to elements for that. I would type in flare or
Okay.
um, and this may and you can tell me if this is what you're thinking about flare or um there's so many like little just different textures and stuff. So
Yeah.
depending on
No, they look like stadium lights. This isn't a good picture. This one isn't a good picture
oh, so
of it.
maybe
They look like stadium lights.
okay.
Like it'd be three, like three or four together. That's what that is. And also see how they did the letters for his name. See, that's what I'm not getting. How are they doing all this like this?
Okay, so let me show you just a few things, and this may or may not be
Okay.
the exact thing.
Yeah.
So, so
Yeah.
this right here, I
That's
put
it.
in just put in lights. You can put in lights, right? I like to keep things symmetrical. So if I put lights over here, I will copy
Yep.
and paste, and then I will flip. You see right here where I flip.
Yep.
Now, it don't really look good on this image, but you get my point. Um,
Yes.
now, when it comes to text, I may
Okay.
want.
Wait. Let me ask you a question. Where did you find those lights like that? That's what I couldn't find.
Okay, go to elements. Okay,
Okay.
is my
Wait. Let me go
screen
back.
big enough for you? Let me check
Yes.
my
Yeah.
view. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. Go to elements. Okay. Go on. Okay.
Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to make sure I can see. Oh, I guess that's the best one. So, okay, so let me make my screen a little bit larger. So
Okay.
what I did was I went to elements and I
Yeah.
typed in lights. It's going
Just
to give
like.
you all. You can go to all. It's going to give you this option here, streaming lights, Christmas lights. Graphics is I love graphics. It's where I find textures,
Okay.
elements. So lights, graphics is what I would select. And then there's different types of lights, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Spotlights. And then
Yes.
what the people who are creating those graphics you're looking at and then selling you their template, they're layering things. So that's where it can get a little tricky if you don't really know how to make things work. Like I know how to easily put things behind and
Yeah.
all of that.
Yeah.
For some people, they want to spend time doing all that, and other people, it's kind of like I don't have that to do. So for me, I am just copy and pasting and layering this, You see how that's
that's
giving
it.
that
Yeah,
effect?
yeah,
And
yeah,
so, and then by the time you take your name and add to it, so let's just say, I don't like
yeah.
that.
That's it. That's it.
They are just using those effects, layering it up, and then um, I don't like that either. I'm trying to let me do a thicker font so that
Yes,
you can
yes,
see how
yes,
they're doing the now this is a thing. So Elements also has frames, which I
yes,
often encourage using. Some of the frames have like these frames here are letter frames, are generally at the bottom. They may be using these, but keep in mind also, like, if you are somebody who can design, like, so I might design some things in Canva, but then I might design some things in Photoshop or
yeah,
Illustrator or somewhere else and bring it in. You're just going to see the end product and be like, how they do that in Canva? Well, they didn't do
yeah.
all of the pieces in Canva. Like making a cake, they brought some ingredients from over here and over here and over, and they blended it together so the end product looks like one seamless thing. But some of the effects you might be trying to get may or may not have been produced in Canva. So keep that in mind as
Okay,
well. But
good. Okay.
specifically with this here, if I want to make a name block and I just want to use this and put pictures in here, right?
Yeah, yep.
Um,
I've done that. Yep,
I
I've
can
done
do
that.
that, but you can also do gradients. So that's what I'm going to try to show you here real quick,
Good. Okay.
because I'm wondering if maybe what you're also trying to achieve can be achieved through that. So you can always put pictures in these, um,
Yeah.
right? And I'm just going to do it in case somebody is watching and like, how do you do that?
Yes.
If
Yes.
I want to do a picture in here, um, I can just put drag and drop. I love
Yes.
drag and drop. I'm a graphic designer. I'm a mother. Um,
Oh,
so
that's nice.
so
Yeah.
if I am a author. So
Yeah.
if I wanted
Yeah.
to create something with just these letters, I can do that. I can also
Yeah.
um, make these colors, right? So let's just say
Yes.
I want to make. I think I got to do one at a time. So I can detach. So I'm right clicking the element, detaching
Yep.
the image to take it out. So now it's a flat image. If I go in here, let me see. I don't know if it lets you do it with all of them. No, it has to be a specific form. So there are sometimes you can do great. Oh, here it is. Yes, you can. See how
There
it
it
says
is.
color
Yeah. Yeah.
gradient. Okay, so
Yeah.
say for instance, I want this to be like, um, I don't know.
Okay. Okay. I
So
got
some
you.
of those effects that they're getting, maybe with that now, if you want it to be more radial, you want it to go from top to bottom, that's a
Yeah.
style you're selecting here. So they could have gotten some of that, what you sent me by
Yes.
going with
Okay.
this.
I got it. Okay.
Um, but in other cases, I do know that Photoshop does give some great, great easy ways. Now, once you create that gradient, it's now here for you to quickly add to other elements. I would not use those colors, by the way. If anybody's
Yeah.
judging
Me
me,
either.
don't judge me. I'm just moving fast. But in short, if you want to make a gradient, that way you can do that as well.
See.
Does that
Okay.
help?
That helps a whole heck of a lot. Okay.
Okay, so
That helps.
recapping what we just did. We went
Yeah.
into elements first.
Yes.
Under elements, we typed in lights because that's where you're trying to get some
Yes.
lighting elements. We went to graphics specifically, but I always say if
Yes.
you're not sure where to look, click all and it'll give you like a preview of what it could be for each category. For me, it's
Okay.
generally graphics. I may occasionally use like a photo. So like if this back photo was going to be black, I
Yeah.
would easily take
Y- y-
this and knock it behind. You see what I'm
Oh, I
saying?
love that. Hmm.
So,
Okay, but the ones that you use, where did you find them? I'm still looking on my tablet to see if I, and I'm not
okay, so
seeing them.
so when you type in lights,
Yep, I did.
you go to graphics.
Yes, I did.
You don't see anything similar to this.
Nope. Was it at the top?
You know what? You're on your are you on your computer now or are you on your iPad?
On that stupid iPad.
Okay, so I will say this to you and
Remember, you
anybody.
told me that too. Remember? Yes.
I'm
But you
gonna say
know what
this
I
to you and
forgot?
anybody who might watch. Okay,
Yes.
the Canva does have an app. I have never really used it. I've always used my big boy, my Macs. I'm a Mac.
Yes.
Okay. I will say you will not, just like anytime you use an app versus desktop, you're not going to get all the features. So
That's
I
what
can't
happened
say for
then.
sure if that's what's happening in your case. And I'm sorry, I keep minimizing this because I'm trying to see the video screen. But if that's the case, you do need to log into your desktop. You're going to see a
Yes.
wide variety versus just maybe the mobile version. But in short,
Yes.
that's how you can add the smoke or the, whatever. I also would say, let's see if there's something else fun to show you with text. We talked about yesterday in class how you can um,
Yes.
incorporate your own text.
Yes. Yeah, I need that
If you
too.
do want to upload your own text, you can definitely do that. Um, I like to use shapes a lot, so I'll just show you shapes. Shapes are my friend. They have a lot of different shapes in here, like
Yeah.
this. Um, what was I?
Okay. So like I have different fonts loaded to my computer because
Mm-hmm.
of the Cricut.
Okay.
So how do can I load them onto this on the Canva?
Well, most fonts as well as photos do have copyright laws and stuff to them. So
Okay.
if you
Okay.
have
Okay.
the licensing, in most cases you should have no
Okay.
problem. But even when you upload into Canva, you will get like a little box that says basically make sure
Yes.
you have rights. A lot of free fonts is no big deal.
Yeah.
But to
Yeah. A
answer
lot
your
of these are
question,
free.
your options will be determined from my knowledge according to if you have the font license.
Okay.
Um,
A lot of them are free.
don't really like this. So, what else did you want to learn? I was playing around, but I don't really like what I was
Yeah,
doing.
I'm watching you, so that I'm learning. So
Okay, so
I'm learning.
what else you need to do? Need to learn. We learn how to add some elements. We
Yeah.
imported some images. Um,
The Magic Studio.
the Magic Studio. I think that's the
Yeah.
upgraded stuff that I haven't played a whole lot with at all.
Okay.
This is an area where you can, like, for instance, if you're trying to use AI to help you
Yeah. Okay.
or
Okay.
AI to design for you, because I am a designer, I really don't want AI designing for me. So I don't personally use this area. Um,
Is it
they,
all AI?
I think most of this area is focused on using AI for
Okay.
images, videos, which is
No, I
cool.
don't want.
I do
I don't want that.
use AI in some capacities, but it's generally like tweaking text or something like that. I like to, as much as
Oh,
possible,
okay.
just keep it authentic as a professional
Me
designer.
too.
Um,
Okay.
so
Let
what's
me.
next?
Uh, okay. How do you make like a reel? Okay, like the little kids book I just the first one. I want to make a draw for people to on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. I want to make like a quick cartoon snippet. Can I do that on Canva?
So a cartoon snippet, like
You like a little
I
commercial
mm, that would be fun.
using the characters from the book.
Yes. So for time's sake, I'm not going to make a new document, but that size
No.
file might be different. Let's just say this is the new document. So,
Okay.
so on this new one, you have now, are you having an illustrator or somebody do this, or meaning your artwork and you're
Yeah,
importing
my
it?
artwork. Just
Okay.
yeah, just the artwork, just so I can draw people to the purchase of the book of the children's book.
Okay. The children's book is, what's the age group for the children's book?
3 to 5.
Okay. So, and without giving all details, because I don't know who's watching,
Yep, yep,
what's the
yep.
book about?
It's about two little girls who just left heaven.
Okay, so
They're yeah, they're in heaven, and then they come to earth.
okay, so we gonna make some real
Yeah,
quick.
just the basic. And then that way I can play with it tonight.
So we're gonna call this. Give me a name for it, not the real name. Give me the real name. Okay.
Hello. Okay, you see, you could have kept it going. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Um. So I don't actually like that. I don't like that either. Okay. So you have your illustrations, and your ultimate goal is how to create a reel, right?
Yes. Yes. That's what you call it. A reel. Okay. Good. I got to put that down in my notes. Okay.
It's a
Yes.
reel.
That's what I want. Okay.
So
Oh my God. Where'd you find that
then
at?
writing and illustrations. So give it a
Okay.
keyword. You're looking for a girl. You said two
Yeah.
girls. You're looking for illustration. You're not looking for a photo. And this is why
Yes.
I always
No.
tell people when they say, "Hey Amber, I want you to do my what did they say? Your
Oh
my
my
logo." I say I'm not an illustrator, but I can help you out. So illustrations generally are created by illustrators, and they're more comical or fun, and all that. So let's just say these are our two characters,
God. Okay.
and let me see if there are any. Sometimes you can find them according to. So, like if I click these three dots, it'll say a little girl reading, and in some cases, I don't know. That's when you want the license. In some cases, it'll tell you who. You know what? Let's do it like this. We're gonna have twins. They're gonna be twins, okay?
Yep.
And I'm just
Yep.
gonna
Okay.
flip her
Okay.
around.
Okay.
They're
Yep.
reading
Yep. Okay.
together. We're gonna center this out. Okay. So now we have
Oh
hello,
my gosh.
hello from heaven, and then we're gonna add um we're gonna do this 20%, and we're gonna let's see. So what I like to do is get my design elements look and
Uh-huh.
feel together, and then I resize the design I already like to all the
Yeah.
other parts. And it makes it so easy. So we got our girl illustration. Let's add let's see. Let's see if that looks good. Okay, so then we're gonna put your name right down here in the bottom right there. And that's
So well,
right.
I'm gonna ask you a real stupid question. Okay. Now
No.
these little cute little babies that you got off of here, they're so cute.
Uh-huh.
Those are you can purchase the license to use these.
So generally, especially if you are a pro member here in Canva, you have access to use any photos, what have you. There is a copyright page that I would encourage before printing that you review. But in most cases, yes, you
Yeah.
can use them. The only thing I say, just like when people use Vistaprint or anything else that everybody's run into, just keep in mind that the same way you found them with a click of a button and put it on your book cover,
Yeah.
that other people might be doing that the same way. And if you
Yeah.
want to differentiate yourself, that may or may not be the best illustration to use. However, it doesn't mean that you can't. So I just say use personal preference. But yes, go to the Canva website, type in
Yeah.
licensing, and then use your judgment from there.
Yeah. I got my little people, but that's what I was just asking. Okay.
Okay, yes. So you can, I'm trying to get to this. You can definitely use,
Oh, that is so cute.
I don't see any of the
So
other colors I
cute.
want to use. How about we use a purple? Because I'm a purple type of girl. Boom.
Yeah.
Okay, so say friend, we got our twins, hello from heaven, and then your ultimate goal was how to turn this into a reel, right?
Yes. Yes,
So
ma'am. Yep.
Resize, and again, if you are watching in, this is for pro users. I don't think, because you see this little icon here, if you are not a pro user, meaning you're on the free account, which we definitely endorse, but if you're in the free account, you will not have this wonderful gem right here. So if I click here and go to social media and I just type in Instagram reel, really the
Yeah.
sizes for reels are going to be the same, whether it's Instagram, Facebook. Generally, it's always going to be the same. Your your normal square is 1080 by 1080 pixels. Your
Yeah.
typical reel is 1080 by 1920. So if I click there and click continue, with a click of a button, it's going to allow me to resize this design or copy and resize. I'm going to copy and resize because this might be my book cover. I don't want
Yeah.
to override that. I just want to copy and resize to a new file. Canva will do that in a few moments.
Wow. Wow.
And now it's its own document. When you go into your Canva studio, it will just say mobile video. And then this one I didn't name, but if this was named Hello from Heaven,
Yeah.
when it copies, it would have said Hello from Heaven and then mobile video. So you know it's the same. Okay. So we don't need this one. All right. So really it's going to skew it to that new size. And then you're going to move it around. So with reels, you want to just make sure you get people's attention.
Yes,
So
that's
this
all
is
I
where
want. Yeah.
using animations will come in. So we kind of talked about in class yesterday about how to use animation, but this is when it gets fun. So these different elements, you can make those animate separately or together. You can click one element and just focus on that one item moving, right? And I'll just click
Mhm.
through some of these so you can see the different. You see how she just pops up. You can make it faster
Yeah.
or slower. That's fun.
Okay.
Or you can use page animations and it will use different combinations to do it for you.
Okay. So I only would need one reel. I wouldn't need a bunch.
Oh, you're gonna need bunches. I'm just
Oh,
starting it slow. I'm starting it slow. So
okay.
this is just,
Okay.
I'm just showing you right now. First, we had our elements, our design. Then we now have adding animation. When I'm doing reels, I normally use multiple pages. So for instance, I would
Okay.
duplicate, see these three dots?
Yes.
Click those three dots and duplicate that page. Or if you're a keyboard shortcut person like myself, it's Command D and it will automatically do it for you. So now I have multiple slides. They look the same, but when I click on this one, I can say hello from heaven. I can change this to say, oh, let's take that one away. For boys and girls ages 3 to 5.
3 to 5.
Maybe I keep that original so you can copy and paste as much as you want.
Yeah. Okay.
So then I'll say new book.
Lord have mercy.
So new book, and maybe this one I want her to be down here in the grass and bring the
Who?
grass up. So new book for girls, boys and girls ages 3 to 5. This one we don't need on here. Maybe we want to have well, let's just say this one is introducing. So let's add introducing. We're gonna take that bold away. Introducing hello from, I honestly don't like that now. Hello from heaven. So when we add our animation here, so let's go back to animation. We can have that part happening, right? Then I go to
Yes.
this next one, and
Yes.
then this one, maybe I want the text to just flicker. See that?
Yes. Oh my goodness. See,
So I want this one. This one is currently on what? Secession. Let's do the same for that one. Okay, so now we got Introducing Hello from Heaven by Ronnie Grant. We got who it's for, and then we want to tell them where we want them to go.
Okay.
In stores. Now, everyone who's watching, we're just doing an impromptu welcome
Yeah.
in. We are allowing you to come and see a real live tutorial power hour
Yeah.
class with myself. So if you are looking, she do not have this book ready right now, but when she do, go
It's soon. Yes.
and it will not be called Hello from Heaven. This is
Nope.
we're just playing around. Okay, so then we'll say in stores, December.
Say December 1st by Christmas.
Let's just say by Christmas. Well, no.
Okay.
December 1st. And then we would put a website or a QR code. Since yesterday we learned how to do a
Yes,
QR
yes,
code,
I'm going to
we're
do the
going to
QR
click
code.
the QR code, which is still saved down here in my doc. And we're
Yeah.
going to just put in a generic website.
Yes.
I'll just put my website.
Yeah.
So we can get a QR code. It's going to generate. And of course, since we're on a mobile device, it's not expected that people are going to stop the reel to get it. But
Yeah.
if you do put these on your story, so the good thing about creating your graphics in a real format is they're not only good for the animated GIF file that we're about to export, they are great for when you want to use them in stories. So each one of these will become a separate file that I can upload either all together in a collection on my stories, or I can just upload them as I see fit. And I commonly do stuff like this for my husband's barber business. Shameless plug for Cam's Cuts. Okay.
That's right. That's right.
So then I have the QR code here, but then I would probably put the same website here. I don't really want it to be all caps, but just for time's sake. So whatever the QR code is here, I would normally make sure that people are able to see it. Make sure this page also has some level of movement. I like to use the same animations throughout. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to export this in multiple ways. Like I said, use my reels for stories on social media, as well as the GIF file. So the GIF file is going to create a short clip with no sound. You can have it just do 2 of these files. So each of these, let me go over that. Each of these panels or artboards, that's what I'm used to calling them, are separate things. You can either export them as a collection so that they move continuously one after the other, or you can just select one. For our GIF file, we're going to keep it at its full size. We don't need the background to be transparent, and we're going to select all pages. We're going to download that. And then once it downloads, I'm going to pull it up so that you can see it.
Oh my.
See how it's moving?
Yes.
So that's an amateur version of what, but really, I mean, after some practice, you the groove of which animations you normally like. And I typically say, especially if you are branding something, be consistent. We've talked about yesterday in our class the importance of consistency, right? Not only with your colors and your brand, but like if you do animations a certain way, you know, maybe don't scare people with a big jumping, you know, something just unless you're trying to get attention. Just be intentional with how you are using animations, I guess is what I'm saying. So I'm going to use the public view link just so you can see what it's going to look like.
Oh my gosh.
So that will be considered one GIF or GIF, however people like to
Yes.
And you can use that. You can upload it to, again, your stories or reels on any social media platform. But then here's the other thing. So you can use that same search box, share box, go down to download and change the file type to JPEG or PNG. And when you download that, then it's going to put a, what is it called? Compressed file that you open
Yes.
up, and you'll have
Yes.
all of your graphics in there in just a few seconds. As a designer who's working on multiple things most days, I love Canva for that one reason. It saves me so much
Yes.
time. It
That's what
saves
you
me
were saying.
so
Okay,
much.
let me ask you this.
Mhm.
Okay, like you said, I have right now in my, like you said, I learned about storyboards too. Okay,
Mhm.
many years ago, and
Mhm.
so I have 4 separate projects
Okay.
that I am at a time crunch to get this done now. Okay, so okay, like you just showed me how to do this and
Mhm.
make that, and you were also teaching or telling me mainly because I needed it more than anyone about the yard, what would we call it, the yard, what thing is my new thing, the stream yard. Okay,
StreamYard, yep.
yep. So if when I finish these, would I download those to the stream yard, or would I go to each individual site like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, or whoever? How would I be able to download it to that and then tell it where to go?
Oh, you're saying so now I have my graphics. How do I
Yeah,
upload? Okay,
yeah.
so that's a little bit different, but I'll be happy to show you how I do it. Now, there's a lot of ways to do a lot of
No,
things.
show me your way. Show me your way. You're my
So my
teacher.
way may not be the ultimate way,
I
but
don't
because
care.
I
I
don't
told you.
manage, I only manage, well, I guess I do a good job at managing my own stuff. So what am I talking about? Let me just
That's
show
what I'm
you
getting
what I
ready
do.
to say. You the bomb.com. Come on. Let's go, girl. Let's go. I told you I'm riding in your car. Show me your way.
I'm
Okay.
gonna show you my way. Okay, so let me get my account pulled up here, and let's see if it's linked to this.
See, you
So
and your
if,
when
if
you
you
in
have a,
somebody's car. I'm sorry. When you in somebody's car, we going with you.
you're right, you're right.
Okay.
So here we go. Can you see
Oh,
my screen?
yes.
Okay, so we are live. Hey.
Hey.
So what I do, I personally manage my own design website. I have a marriage group that I work in sometime. I have
Yeah.
my other several pages. So depending on what it is I'm focusing on, I do have some of these pages set up as a business page. When you have a business page, Meta, who covers who runs
Yeah.
Facebook, Instagram, etc., allows you to basically upload multiple places with one post. So I'm going to show you that version. So when I go to my design page, meaning my business page, if you don't have a business page, you won't have these same options. You can still post, but it'll be a little bit more it'll take a little more time because you have to post individually. So say for instance you have an Instagram and a Facebook and something else. You won't be able to post once and it dispatches to everywhere. You would have to go to Instagram, then Facebook.
Do it. Okay.
Now, outside of this Meta business suite, which is what I'm about to show you, I used to use something called Hootsuite years
Yeah.
ago.
I
Um,
had that.
and that is
Okay.
another resource. I don't know how much they've changed because I haven't used it probably since my kid's been born, but
Yeah. Yeah.
it would allow you also to kind of dispatch things in one place. When it comes to StreamYard, because you talked about that, I use StreamYard a lot, but that is specifically when streaming, right? Which is what we're doing. We're
Okay.
using StreamYard to record this
Stream.
segment that we're having. That has
Okay.
nothing to do with your social media post.
Okay. Good. Okay. Good.
Okay, so we go into Meta Business. And then, so up here at the very top, what I like about it is because I manage multiple pages here, I can go right in there with a click of a button and get right to where I want to go. So if after I post this, I need to jump somewhere else, I can go boom, boom, boom. And so to create a post, you click in here. And when you create it at the very top, it's going to ask you where you want to post to. Now, again, you
Okay.
have to set up your business page first. But after those pages are done, then I can click respectively. I want it to go to my Facebook page and my Instagram page. I can put my text in there, whatever it is going to be, and then I can add my photos, which in your case, we're going to use the new graphics we just pulled from.
Okay.
So I would go to desktop and go to downloads and go into my folder and get all my graphics.
Okay. Okay.
Now, I wouldn't use this for a reel, but I'm just using this as a,
Yeah.
just imagine these were also square. So let's see if we can do that real quick. So let's resize these to square. Social media, that's the same, 1080 by 1080. So once these are now the square format, I would upload the square format. Now keep in mind, and it's not anything to be alarmed by, but every time you change or resize, you see how you have to resize certain
Mhm.
elements. Okay.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
I would just do that a little bit. And so now I can take that same graphic that is now resized to the square format and pop it in. I'm not going to do all of them, but let's just
Yeah.
export
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
one. So I export that one. We go back into Facebook world. Let's say, because really what's going to happen is if you use the wrong ratio, it's going to not allow you to post anyway until you correct it. If you do
Okay.
not resize the design in Canva and decide to continue to post it, then what you'll see is on Instagram and well, Facebook too, sometimes it'll be cropped. And so her head might be cut off or something. You don't want that.
Oh,
So
no.
if you are going to post on Facebook specifically and it's not in the reel or the stories area, do make
Mhm.
sure you go and put the ratio properly or edit it in here. So if I do square, look how it doesn't let me get the whole thing.
Okay. I got you.
So horizontal, no, no bueno. Vertical might work a little bit. You just don't get no, something's gonna get cropped. But if you just wanted that, you can say, okay, and it's gonna give that one a green light, and the other one
Okay.
is still gonna need to be corrected. So in short, you crop
Yes.
your images, you add them. I'm gonna show you what the one that I just uploaded looks like.
Wow.
That is the one that's 1080 by 1080, right? So
Mhm.
take these ones off so you can see it. See how that's perfect square. Social media, we want perfect squares, okay? So I have
Perfect
my
square.
image in here, I told it where to go, I have my text in here. You can customize it for Facebook and Instagram. I never do. Y'all normally get the same text from me across all platforms because it saves me time. Okay, you can also schedule these. So when you guys think I'm up all nights and all early mornings,
Oh,
probably with my
okay.
kids, okay? I
Okay.
schedule that mug out. So if you are
Okay.
in business or in ministry and you're like, I just can't do the social media thing, find a routine, get
Yes.
it scheduled, schedule it out,
Yes.
and then find specific times that you go in and do follow up. So for me, I normally am online early mornings or early sometime in the morning and then late in the evening. I'm not on there all day, but find a routine and stick with it. So in this case, if I want to schedule, I can schedule any arbitrary time or there are active times. So this is where Facebook and Instagram is suggesting the most active times. You can use that too, but if you're like, heck, I don't want to wait till tomorrow to post, you just X out of that and go ahead and post it in real time. Okay. Um,
Okay.
so that's how you can post multiple ways using Meta Business Suite. It does
Okay.
own my knowledge, go to Facebook and Instagram. TikTok is its own thing. You're going to have to take the same
Mhm.
graphics, upload
Yes.
to TikTok, and the same for LinkedIn. Does that help?
Okay. That has helped tremendously. And, just give me an overview because I got to practice everything else you showed me. But I just like the idea. I want to make the that. I want to do that. I want to play with that. So I know I'm going to go to bed late.
You're gonna be up playing with this. She gonna message me in the morning like, look what I did. I'm here
Yeah.
for it. I'm here for it all. Anything else you want us to go over as of now, or do you feel like your head is full? Just trying
My head is full. My head is full.
to. Okay, let me see if there's anything else in closing out. And I do see there's 2 people online. If you are online and you have any questions while we are here and have some minutes, let me know what questions you have in regards to how to create in Canva. We again are doing an impromptu one-on-one tutorial live. We had
Yeah.
already planned to do it, but when we recognized it would be awesome to let some other people in, not only see this awesome 72-year-old Mama Ronnie Grant out here learning, y'all. Shameless plug on her. And for those who have yet to start moving in their assignments, moving in their intentions, and doing what they know they need to do in regards to designing their book cover and learning
Yes.
how to put things together, you have no excuse. Like, she is putting some people to shame. 72? What you doing?
Yeah.
On that note, I'm gonna pull out of this. We're gonna give people a little pep talk because you inspire,
Yeah.
you really inspire me more than you know. Because as somebody who's always doing things, and anybody know me, I always been doing
Yes.
things. Just
Yes.
unless I'm breathing, I'm doing.
Yeah,
Unless I'm
you
on
are.
vacation, which is coming up in a week. Praise the Lord. But
Praise God. Yeah.
we
You need
resting,
it.
we resting. When we working, we working. But give us just I want you just to talk to me and the people and tell us why we need to be intentional with executing these books, these dreams, these goals, the importance of partnering up, even things like this to push into purpose. I'm gonna have you
Mm.
just share. Just go ahead and share.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Well,
spotlight
I'm just
you.
going to share this. I'm going to share this. Remember, the word says the wealth of the wicked is stored up for the just. And as the just, we have not gone out and got. We sit back and hope it's going to fall down out the sky. It's not going to come fall out the sky. You got to be intentional about going and get it. And with me raising kids, working, I've done real estate, taught, I've done a whole lot of things. And I've enjoyed all, been a pastor, assistant pastor, elder. It's nothing that you can't do. But I was talking to someone and I was sharing with them about how life comes, like when Joseph had the well, they came and put rocks to cover up that well. And that's where we are when we were living. We've had circumstances that come into our life that has put rocks in the well. And we need somebody like Amber to help us get those rocks one at a time, one at a time, one at a time, and not to be afraid, because God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of love, peace, and a sound mind. And I have been operating under the spirit of fear. I'll do one little thing and then I'll stop. I'll do another little thing, then I'll stop. And God has been on me for years to do some things. And because of fear and rejection, like I told her the other day, that has stopped me from doing what I was purposed and destined to do. As a child, I wrote little books and poems and stories and performed them in our garage and had kids coming and all that. But because of life, I stopped. And I'm at the second half of this. And before I leave this earth, I want to deposit as much as I can. I want to help as many young women and men to go to their purpose and destiny and not to be afraid.
Mhm.
Because I have friends who are younger than I am, who will not even venture out and do anything like this. And some of them laugh and say, Ronnie, you da da da, you. Yes, because I want to, because I want to leave not just a legacy of money or anything like that. I want to leave a legacy of love on this earth. I want to leave a legacy of wisdom on this earth. I want to leave a legacy of how to live biblical, practical principles on this earth before I leave here. So that's why I want to be intentional, because I want to leave practical application on how to live. Okay? That's it. I don't have too much else. That's enough.
You full of so much. She got so much wisdom, y'all. And if you know Mama Ronnie and Nana Ronnie, you know. So I'm just so excited. And I want anyone who watches this to be encouraged, because
Yes.
if she can do it, anybody can do it. And,
Yes.
fear, when you talk about fear and rejection, everybody's got some level of that, right? If
Yeah.
we're
Yes.
honest, it may not be to the same
Yes.
degree, but we really do have to. And it's funny because I was talking about this the other day. We have to fight the fear. We can't just
Yes.
say, "Oh, I'm fearful," or "I keep stopping." If you know, and I think it's also different when you don't know what you're supposed to do, then that's a whole nother category. But from my heart, when we know what we're supposed to do, when you know that there is something in you that you're supposed to get out, when you know God has given you an
Yes.
assignment and you keep not
Yes.
doing it, I don't know if y'all have been seeing the same thing like I have, but just this week alone, there were two people who died who were celebrities.
Yes.
And then on my feed, like every time you scroll,
Yes.
somebody was saying goodbye to their mother. This week I
Yes.
seen two moms, a
Yes.
nephew, a brother. People are
Yes.
leaving here. And so it's
Yes.
so important. And I know for me, I'm always talking about fulfilling purpose and executing and pushing into purpose. And that's probably why I
Yes.
personally do things because I want to go to my grave empty. And I
Me
want
too.
to make sure, like she's even saying with her producing these books and different things, like what's going to outlive you? Even
Yes.
when we did the ebook intensive last year with my women's program, that was the heart of it. What is it that we keep saying we're going to do that we're not doing? And if we've been saying we're going to do it and we haven't done it, what's going to change? We're going to have to jump
Mhm.
over fear. We're going to have to jump over rejection. We're going to have to jump over anxiety, caring about what other people say, and all of these things that just keep us bound. And we're going to have to partner up. We're going to have
Yes.
to become faith filled and believe, you know what? My story is enough. My song is enough. My
Mhm.
book will do whatever it needs to do, whether it makes $1 or don't make anything. It'll be something that my kids or my
Mhm.
grandkids can keep and cherish. And so I just want to say thank you for just, you know, taking leaps of faith. I know my
Yes.
personality, I'm always doing something, but when I talk to people, it's not always as easy for people to just step out and do something. So I just want to say I'm proud of you and I'm excited for what you have done and what you're about to do as you
Yes.
keep learning and as we keep holding each other
Yes.
accountable to
Yes.
help you get all the things out. So outside of your children's book, let us know what else are you planning to produce?
Okay. Um, One of the books is for marriage, not just being married, but are you ready for marriage and how to
Mm,
get ready for marriage? Because
uh-huh, uh-huh.
in the word it says for the older to teach the younger, and I think we've boggled that in the church, okay?
Mhm.
Because we brought too much condemnation and whatever. So I had that, and then not only the fast and pray, but how to prepare to fast and pray. The Lord gave me some tips and things when we had our church over 20 years ago. People are not prepared to fast. The pastor will call a fast and they'll fast, but they're not getting the results that they need because they weren't prepared. They struggle with headaches. They struggle with getting sick. But it's a reason why is because you hadn't prepared. So
Mhm.
that's another thing. And doing some little I want to do some prayer journals, but not prayer
Right.
journals like we see every day. Okay. I have some others. Things
Oh,
like that.
okay.
Okay.
Very good. A wealth of knowledge. Well, get it out here because the world needs what's
I
in
am.
you.
I am.
I know you
I'm
are.
not
I
going to
know you.
be, like Miles Monroe used to say, then we're going to cut it off so we can go on about our day. But Miles Monroe used to say, the wealthiest place is a cemetery
Mhm.
because
Yep.
all those dreams, all those ideas, all those inventions, when you die, they left.
Yep.
And God had to find somebody else to do it. And I don't want him to find somebody else to do what he told me to do.
Come on. That's a good ending point. Well, we
Okay.
are being intentional, so we're
Yeah.
going to do what we got to do.
Got to
Thank
do.
you so much for allowing
Yes,
me to
ma'am.
record our session today. And if you are looking to get some support with a personal power hour class, just feel free to respond below this note or look online for any upcoming classes that we're going to have, the group classes as well. Have a great
Can't
rest
wait.
of your day.
Can't wait. Bye.